Welcome to Backroom Breakdown with Lauren, your analysis of local, state, and federal politics. This is DITV's weekly politics segment where I'll discuss important political events impacting Iowa City. I'm your host, Lauren Johnson. In a move that astonished few, 88-year-old Senator Chuck Grassley announced his re-election campaign with a 4 a.m. tweet saying, quote, "It's 4 a.m. in Iowa, so I'm running. I do that 6 days a week. Before I start the day, I want you to know what Barbara and I have decided. I'm running for re-election. A lot more to do for Iowa," end quote. The tweet was accompanied by a gif of the sitting senator running. Grassley is known for having wild tweets through the years, including this notable one from 2014, quote, "Windsor Heights Dairy Queen is a good place for you-know-what," end quote. If you'd like to see more about Grassley and his tweets through the ages, the Daily Iowan is compiling a slideshow and a timeline, as well as other digital elements that will be available on dailyiowan.com. This announcement comes as somewhat of a relief to Republicans in office. With Grassley, who since the 1980s has never achieved less than 60% of the vote running, it appears as though the seat will remain in Republican control. Some thought this would be the year Grassley would seek to give the seat to his grandson Pat. The worry for Iowa Republicans has always been that once Grassley retires, the seat would become competitive. The most well-known Democratic challenger to Grassley's seat is former U.S. Representative Abby Finkenauer, who said, quote, "After 47 years in Washington, D.C., Chuck Grassley has changed from an Iowa farmer to just another coastal elite," end quote. Grassley currently leads Finkenauer in the polls, though in recent years, calls for the 88-year-old to retire have increased. Grassley would be 95 at the end of his term if he wins. After Senate Republicans blocked a bill to raise the debt ceiling last Monday, Grassley has emerged as a prominent critic of raising the ceiling. In a statement, he said, quote, "We're going to vote against raising the debt ceiling," end quote. He continued by saying, quote, "If the government shuts down, Democrats will be responsible," end quote. This last week, he has repeatedly said Republicans could, quote, "easily help the Democrats," end quote, in preventing government shutdown and the federal funds running out. Treasury Secretary Yellen announced that hitting that debt cliff could come as early as October 18th. This would come with, quote, "irreparable damage," end quote, to the federal government's reputation. Though it seems likely that the Senate will pass a short-term funding bill this Thursday to avoid the imminent government shutdown, it so far appears debates over raising the debt ceiling will continue. Currently, it appears that Democrats are voting more to show Republicans as irresponsibly playing with the fate of the international economy than actually seeking to solve the issue. With Republicans like Grassley refusing to even come to the table, it may reach a point where Democrats are forced to act alone to avoid a debt crisis. As debates over the debt ceiling continue to heat up, make sure to check back in. Thanks for tuning in to Backroom Breakdown with Lauren. I'll be back next time with the latest political news affecting Iowa City, Iowa, and the USA. I'm Lauren Johnson. Have a great day.